No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in it. The illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm dead. Squad. 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 I'm dead. Squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the 49ers going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go! Back there! Back there! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! Back there, not Philly! Here we go! Detroit now! Detroit! Here we go now! Back there! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. He'll look to throw. dump off now to Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Aguayo's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You're usually wanting to wait to 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like... that, it's 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Coleman now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They begin the drive with Hill. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
All right, here we go. Gun. Leopard. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw here. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On second down, Hill. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 50 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
To throw now on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Again, it's Hill. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Go. All right, now look at 56. Now let's go. All right, now look at over. All right, here we go. Good.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1-9.
He'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 72 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Over. Back there. Gone. Leopard. Detroit.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Barney. Now let's go. Boom. No. Check. Patriot. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Blue 90. On now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Coleman, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So we've come upon half. Hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
And he motions the wide receiver.
No. Check. Patriot! Gone!
They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over. No. Leopard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dontari Poe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green! Good, good! Good, good! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now! 3-19! 3-19! Detroit! Detroit! Back down in that Philly! Here we go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
That's it, baby! Ringo, Ringo, Ringo! Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
All right, now look at 56. No, check. Patriot. Let's get back there in that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they? And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down, Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Come on, let's go. What? Ohio.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt, the will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green, 39. No. Check, Patriot.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. The toss. Here's Williams. Room here to run. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 1st down, Hill, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Detroit. Watch it now. Leopard. Set. Detroit. Good. No. Check, Patriot.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Now let's go. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run on first down. Hill. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Hill. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 48, Mike. Come on out here. Come get some.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stokes. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down following the incompletion. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Let's go!
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman in the final minute. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
All right, now look at back 99 Philly. Back 99 Philly. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Leopard.
On the counter, it's Hill. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit. Leopard.
They run it again with Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini